Hi, you guys, and welcome to episode 19, if you can believe it, of Fangirl Reports with me, Emma here, and your very own certified fangirl, and Carina! Bestie Carina is in the house.
I am so excited to be here on episode 19.
I am so excited for you to be here on episode 19.
This is so fun. You know what? You see it on a screen enough, and you're like, oh, the intro.
Exactly. And like the besties just be the biggest fans. It just like is what it is.
I'm here. I'm subscribed. I watch the videos. I watch the clips. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, that is so exciting. So, as you may know, I've talked about so much on the pod before, I'm in my fourth wing era.
Yeah.
As
we all are in society.
Exactly, as a society. And then I got here late. So I'm like, okay, whoever is not on this train needs to get on the train. So I recruited my sister, who then recruited my mom. I recruited one of my other friends, and then I recruited you.
Oh my god, it's like a pyramid scheme.
It really...
How much is Rebecca Yaros paying you?
No, seriously. So if you actually buy the stock, then you can make money off it too.
I'm gonna start recruiting people.
That is so funny. Oh my god. So you have just finished Iron Flame.
I've finished Iron Flame. I've started Onyx Storm. It's so much. Like, you know what? There's so much to unpack because it's so long. And I've been listening to it on audio.
Yeah, which is just a whole different experience.
Yeah, so they have like, which we talked about the other day.
Yeah.
They have like a fully recorded one where it's like full cast, sound effects, like everything. I've been enjoying that because I didn't know it existed until recently either.
No, 100%.
But then sometimes it gets embarrassing because I listen in my car and like you know how like sometimes you like drive by and you hear whatever like song someone's listening to. Like, imagine you're driving by and it's me listening to like the sex scenes.
It's the shower scene. Actually.
No, you don't get it because in the fully recorded one they like make like the groans and the noise and stuff, and I was just like, I'm like immediately turned down the volume.
Immediately, we're just gonna turn that down.
I'm just like, nobody perceive me right now. Like I'm stuck in traffic. Like I want to put my windows down because it's summer.
You know what? If I was driving past you, I'd been like, yeah. I understand you, girl.
You hear Zayden, you're like, yeah.
Exactly.
You're like, fourth wing, got it. Okay.
Yeah, 100%. So I need to give a forewarning to the viewers. This is spoiler zone. Okay.
I love spoilers.
So please, if you haven't indulged yourself in fourth wing it, Annie's going crazy.
I need to put my phone charger away.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm putting my phone in my lap.
Absolutely.
I'm so sorry, queen.
Exactly. Add it to the freaking list of things that the cats destroy. Anyways. Oh my gosh. Okay. So if you have not indulged yourself in the world of fourth wing yet, I'm going to need you to click off this video. I'm so sorry. Read end of Iron Flame up until a little bit of Onyx Storm, and then come back.
Yeah. And what chapter did you say? Chapter 10 specifically.
Exactly. I'm at chapter 10 of Onyx Storm right now. So you're gonna have to click off. You're gonna have to go read that real quick. You can come back.
Yeah. Once she's infiltrated you into Rebecca Yaros' pyramid scheme, you can return.
Exactly. It's like the Scentsy. You remember
I still have a Scentsy in my house somewhere.
I mean, I think
melt away, you know?
Everybody's moms in the time were. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's Scentsy, Avon.
Yeah, I remember going to a Scentsy party when I was like 9.
Scentsy party?
Yeah.
What's that like?
They would host it, and it's basically like the person who just got into the pyramid scheme is getting other people into the pyramid scheme through a party.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's crazy.
We should do that for our fourth wing.
We should do that.
But it's the parapet.
The cross the parapet. Yeah.
They're like, this is a party?
I love that so much. Okay, girl, I'm gonna need, first of all, let's start with fourth wing.
Yeah.
Give me your thoughts and feelings.
So like I really felt like I was in my Divergent Maze Runner era again, and I think that's why I've been loving it, because a friend of mine asked about fourth wing and I was like, no, definitely read it. Like 100%. Don't get me wrong, read it, but like you're gonna feel like this would have hit like really, like it hit hard, but like you're gonna feel like it hit like really hard.
I completely see that 100%.
Yeah, it's like the feeling that I get like watching Twilight as an adult, where I'm like, let me take a hit of that right now.
Exactly.
Right now.
Yeah, because anytime somebody asks me what it's about, I tell them it's Divergent but with dragons.
No, it really is. Like
absolutely.
It is absolutely, it gives that way, and everyone's so serious and moody, and I'm not going to try and jump away to the second book, but the part in which they're talking to the flyers and they're like, wait, you kill people during your initiation?
That's right.
Guys, we just like swim to shore.
I remember that.
Screwed.
Yeah, you guys are fucked.
You guys are like really messy for like just killing people. Like, don't you need them? And you're like, yeah, you know what? Like,
you know what? Actually,
Like, for real, like, why are we doing...
No, actually, we should probably, like, take a step back here. That is so funny.
No, yeah, so it's, like, very serious, very moody. Everyone's so dramatic. And, like,
So
I love it
dramatic.
because I eat it up. Because I feel like this would... and I can't wait till they actually, like, cast everybody and there's, like, a show or, like, movie, whatever they're doing. It's gonna be so excited until they fuck it up. But, like, it's gonna be so exciting.
It really is.
Because, like, I think it's so atmospheric. Like,
it
she
is.
does really well. And with all the, like, made-up names she's got going on there, like, and
Absolutely.
all the made-up policies, like, it's so well done.
I was thinking about that, like, as I was reading it. I'm like, how did one woman cultivate this entire universe, like, so well?
No,
because, like, I can feel it
so well. And, like, even, like, from just, like, the larger world to, like, just, like, Basgayev.
Yes.
Like, you're just, like, there, and you're like, I know what the parapet is.
Yeah,
I know exactly what the gauntlet challenge looks like.
Absolutely.
But, like, also, like, I know, but in my mind, it's, like, parapet is, like, a straight line, and then, like, the gauntlet challenge is wipe out.
I was gonna say... I was watching it. I'm like, you're gonna say wipe out. I'm gonna say wipe out. I was gonna say wipe out. No, literally, like in the balls, I was like, no, those are the red bouncy balls. Yeah, no,
and like 100%. That's why are they freaking out?
Exactly.
Like, they're embarrassed. Okay, I get it.
No, like, absolutely. And then I'll go on TikTok and I'll see like these AI generated. I'm like, damn, my mind was on a budget apparently.
No, the AI generated ones take me.
Annie.
She dropped Jen's B. Jen, if you're watching this, Annie has infiltrated your bee.
We're really truly sorry about it.
It's on the floor.
Should we like here?
Yeah.
You continue?
Okay, guys. So like I'm going to talk about the AI generated content for a second because it's actually crazy because I feel like I've gotten like a Fourth Wing animated show. It really does feel insane to watch everything because all of the Zaydens look the same, all of the Violets look the same. I know it's different accounts posting them, and like everybody has it like to a T. Like ChatGPT like literally was like, Rebecca Yarros, you don't need to produce a show.
No, because we're gonna
do it for you. We're gonna do the show for you, and we're gonna post tiny little TikTok clips, no audio.
But I
like montage,
and I eat it up every time. If that was the show, I would be happy.
No, I know. You're like, don't support AI art. I know, and I get it. I'm with you. Don't produce AI art, but keep those TikToks coming.
No, 100%. You keep those Riddick covered in honey. Have you seen those? Have you seen that? We need to wait. It'll come on your For You page. I promise. Yeah.
No. Okay. No. Wait. Hold on. Just whisper it to my phone. Riddick covered in honey.
Okay. Now
it'll come up.
Yeah. It's listening. Yeah. Exactly.
It's listened. It's
exactly. That is so funny. No, but so real. The AI. Keep it coming, girl. No, because I agree. Because every time I see a Violet, it's like.
It's the same girl.
It's like, it is.
And it's like, nobody is going to look exactly like her when they're cast. Which is going to be a problem, because everyone's going to be like, not my Violet.
Exactly.
I already see that with Not My Zayden.
No, 100%.
Which, like, I don't remember the actor.
Is it Josh Houston?
I think so.
Which I think he's very cute. I don't think he's Zayden.
No, he gives me more...
Bodhi! Yes, that's what I'm saying!
And it's just, like, not to have no original thoughts ever, because I know everybody's saying it. But I think it's just, like, the roundness of his face.
Like,
and, like,
cute.
not in, like, a shamey way. Like, he's adorable. Like, I want to, like, pinch his little cheeks. But, like, I'm just, like, I'm not giving, like... I am a man of the shadows and secrets.
Exactly. He's not large enough.
No. Physically, he needs to not fit through a door.
Exactly.
But sometimes I think about, like, the way that, like, Zayden is, in which, like, it's also funny because, like, I can't imagine him actually functioning in a society.
No, absolutely
Because, like, what do you mean? You're like, I am secrets. Like, you're cringy. Like, get out of here. Like,
exactly.
Like, I would be like, okay, buddy. Like, it gives, like, Jughead in Riverdale. Like,
yes! Like, especially because you've listened to, like, the person who voices him. Yeah.
Yeah, and what's great is that before I switched to, like, the fully casted one, I was listening to, like, a woman putting on a man's voice. Right. So it's even better because it's, like...
The budget went up.
It's literally, like, violence.
That's hilarious. I did not know that it was just a girl. Oh my god,
She's just a girl.
Funny. She's just a girl,
but,
okay?
like, she does her best. Like, she throws on accents sometimes.
Okay, accents.
Like, okay.
That's crazy.
And, like, when she does Taryn, it's even deeper. So I'm like, funny. I know you need a sip of water, girl.
Exactly. You're bleeding. Stop it.
Dragons do not answer to the will of humans.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Oh no, it's so good. Like, they do get like the full cast and whatnot. I love that. But, like, the original one, like, I have to give her props. Like, she's great at it.
Absolutely.
But, like, I truly, like, I think of Zayden, like, functioning society, and I can't imagine it because I can't. Like, I'm gonna have to be really into the show to, like, take him seriously because also like what does the shadow wielding look like?
That's what I'm saying, because that's one thing I've had a hard time visualizing.
I can't visualize it because, do you know in Peter Pan?
Yeah.
When, like, they can, like, strip the shadow. He's like, my shadow, someone's following me.
Yes.
And he, like, strips it off the wall and stuff. That's, like, me picturing Zayden. Like,
seriously.
He's, like, fucking with the shadows on the wall.
And but, he's like, yeah.
It doesn't, like, in my mind, is like, is it a smoke machine?
That's what I'm saying. Is it a black smoke that's, like, he just pushes and it just surrounds everything? I don't know.
Do you remember, like, Twitches where they had, like, you've seen Twitches?
No. What's Twitches?
Oh my god,
girl.
Really? This is where I'm aging myself, maybe.
Okay.
You know, like,
perhaps.
I'm a little bit older, but, like, so Twitches is if I'm not mistaken, a Disney Channel original movie, Halloween movie.
Okay.
With twin witches starring Tia and Tamara. It's filmed in Toronto.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Okay, great. So it's filmed in Toronto, and they have, like, a whole castle, and it's, like, which is Casa Loma, which is awesome.
Yes.
But they have this thing called the darkness. And I'm telling you, like, I if you can insert clips, because I know you edit these, insert a clip the darkness here, because it's the most, like, CGI, and I get it, early 2000s, low budget, like,
absolutely
smoke machine with, like, red thunder crawling and, like, moving around and chasing people. And in my mind, it's like that's what Zayden is doing. He is the darkness from the Twitches. And so, like, that's where I'm at with, like, visualizing it. But if I think too hard, it looks stupid, and so I don't like to think too hard.
Exactly. No, I'm so with that. That's one of the things that I have a hard time visualizing. But I'm just like, hey, I'm here for it.
Do you have any, like, weird signets in the books that you're like, what the hell would this look like?
The Sawyers. Metal, how do you say it? Metal.
Yeah.
How do you say that?
The metal
or...
the metal guy.
The metal guy.
You know the metal
That's
guy.
one that I have, because especially there was, again, I'm jumping forward a little bit in
we're at
Onyx Storm, where he's like, what did they have to do? They were, like, melting the rocks or something?
Yeah, they were doing I literally just listened to this morning.
Yeah, I literally just read this too.
Just listened to this morning. They were doing the wards, like, the ward stone. They were trying to what? Because I also can't imagine, like, what they're doing, like, signets, like, they're doing, like, sorry, excuse me, like, what is that gonna look like? Exactly. They're weaving, like,
because they, like, do it and then slap it on a
visualize your magic. That's gonna look like a little dance.
No, seriously.
But yeah, God. He was doing that to,
yes.
like, the ward stone to, like, let the flyers have their
exactly.
Magic. They're like, okay, girls, you're welcome.
Yes, and so that's the one that I have a hard time imagining. I'm like, is he literally, like, just warping metal?
Yeah, like, it's like soldering without a tool, maybe.
Yeah, absolutely. Period. What about you? Are there any others that I can't think of right now?
I can't tell you. So this is past chapter 10.
Is this have something to do with the second signet?
It does have something to do with the second signet.
With Violet's?
No.
Because I already know Violet's from a freaking spoiler.
I don't know Violet's second signet. Like, at the point at which I'm in, it's like, Violet girl, develop your signet. Because, like, we know it's coming. But, like, this is actually a different person's signet. Oh. And a different person's second signet.
No,
it's a little teaser. It's a little teaser.
Okay,
a little yummy teaser. Which, like, you know what? Like, if I think about it, like, it's been done esque in TV shows, but I can't imagine, because there's dragons involved. How it looks. Like,
I'm so excited now. Oh my god!
Yeah, no, it really, and it's like what I love in Fourth Wing. And all of this is, like, it's really good, but, like, when you've read enough and when you've watched enough, like, you're like, okay, this is such obvious foreshadowing.
For sure.
But to the point where you're like, how do the characters not really know
that it's foreshadowing? How do they know it? Exactly.
Like, there's about to be a piece where you're about to read where they're like, oh my god, it's a trap? And you're like,
yeah.
Bro, it's a trap.
Yeah,
like,
it's a trap.
You're in war. Assume it's all a trap.
Exactly. I just don't trust anybody. That is so
like,
funny.
You're going into an active combat situation. Yeah, I mean, like, A, that's just always a trap. Like,
exactly.
Like, it's active combat.
100%.
But, like, B, like, they're after you. Like, bro, think 2 steps ahead.
Use your head. Thank you so much. Oh my god, there's another Riddick with the ice wielding. I just imagine fucking Elsa. That's what I see. That's let it go. And he would do that.
You know that, like, that's the thing, because Riddick's so unserious.
He's so unserious that it would be so like that.
Unserious. I love this is my favorite part about Fourth Wing, where I was like, I'm gonna have to be very careful about how I recommend this book.
Right.
Because there's the scene where I think, like, there's some big scary announcement happening.
Right.
To, like, all the people, all the people there.
Of course.
And I feel like Violet's Oh, it's when Xaden is exposing that they were trying to kill Violet, and they're like, it was somebody in the, like, it was traitorous.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. And at that point, they're listening to this, and Violet's like, oh my god, it's about to all go down. And internal monologue, she's freaking out.
Yeah.
But then Riddick says something, and they start talking about having sex. They're like, she's like, I really need to get laid. And I'm like, that is like time and place. Like, girl, you're in a lineup listening to somebody getting accused for trying to kill you.
How did we get here?
And you're like, you know what, guys? Like, I think out loud, I really need to get laid. Like, it wasn't an inner thought.
That is so funny. Like, I remember that now. Like, how did we get here?
Because, like, I imagine that hall was like,
yeah,
silent.
No, 100%. Like everybody's like clutching their pearls over this news. Like
Zane's like, I've got an accusation.
Exactly.
Like I'm imagining it's like Dr. Phil show, like everyone's watching. Yes. Or like not. Who's the other guy? Not Dr. Phil.
Dr. Oz.
It's not a doctor. No, do you know what? Jerry Springer.
Oh yeah.
Where they're like, I'm not the father. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
So I'm imagining it's like a Jerry Springer setup where everyone's like, oh. And they're like waiting, and then she's like, I need to get laid.
That is so
I need to get laid.
That is so random. I know. I love that.
Yeah, so there's moments like that where I described before, like, they actually, like, they had the full sex scene towards the end of the book.
Yeah.
Where I was telling people, it was like, she really gives, like, yeah, I fuck guys. Like, don't worry. Like,
don't worry, guys. I fuck.
Like, I fuck guys. Like, don't worry.
I'm set. Don't you worry. 1 minute.
No, like,
so funny.
Yeah, that really is, like, what the character, like, what Violet
For
gave.
sure.
Because it, like, really, some of the times where they mentioned sex, like, just didn't feel natural to me.
Yeah,
and it's like,
absolutely.
Riddick makes sense because he's, like,
his
brain is, like, haha, penis.
Exactly.
Like, that's Riddick's
brain. Yeah, absolutely.
Oops.
100%.
Like, Riddick in full battle. Boops.
Absolutely. Freaking sending his ice powers. He's like, titties.
Like, I don't want Rebecca Garros to kill Riddick. But if Riddick ever died, I'm telling you, the last thing coming out of his mouth is something inappropriate.
No, 100%. But again, I'm not manifesting that.
No, I would never manifest
That's my
that.
man.
I only manifest signets.
Exactly. Yeah. We should put that on a t-shirt.
Yeah. Sell to our cult members. I mean, pyramid scheme members. I mean, fans.
Oh my god, that is so funny. Yeah. But yes, oh my god. Okay. Tell me how you felt about Dane.
I am a Dane hater. Certified.
Too.
Stamp it. Okay, I know they're going to go on a little arc.
I know.
I see where this is going. But you know what? The minute, like, she was like, you know, I could hook up with Dane. I was like, Dane ain't it. Like,
Dane ain't it, girl.
They're trying to, like, go with another trope. Love triangle, please. That was a love circle in the minute. Like,
absolutely.
The minute she sees Xaden, this weird guy that's looking at me and he's kind of sexy. Like, okay, yeah,
I was like, okay.
Bro, they didn't even stand a chance. He wasn't even, like, fully introduced yet.
Exactly. And I already knew. I'm like, okay, so this is our love interest. Oh, okay, got it.
And, like, I get it. He goes and he's like, you know what? Yeah, like, this shit's fucked up. But the underestimating and, like, paternalism,
dude, I was so irritated.
Yeah.
All the time.
How do you feel about Dane now? Because you're a little farther out. So,
Dane,
like, what do you think
now? I do appreciate, again, I'm gonna jump into Iron Flame a little bit,
but
how he was so immediately like, okay, I'm with you. As soon as she, like, kind of explained the rebellion and everything that was happening, he was like, okay. I'm in. I was like, okay. I'm like, okay, that's better. And, like, they spent the time, like, reading the journals together. I'm like, okay. Like, he still got her back. And for that, so I appreciate that. But still,
I'm gonna need I'm gonna need so much more work done.
No, 100%. The second and fourth wing, that when I was like, oh my god, he took her memories.
He took it. Din's like, has he ever touched your face? She's like, because, like, that man stayed touching her. You'd be like, Violet, every fucking time. Like, Violet, let me caress your face.
Seriously, because he was always on her.
And she's like, that's my boy. Like, yeah, sure.
Exactly, right? I know. It was like, and just to take advantage of that. And my thing was always that, like, Dane was, like, so not, like, trusting, and he was like, go to the scribes. He just wasn't supportive at all. And then the second that she tells Xaden what happened in the bedroom when they were trying to kill her, he goes in front of everybody and says, this is the bitch that didn't kill her. Like, with no hesitation.
Hesitation.
Yeah.
And Dane's like, are you sure?
I'm like, no, bye. Goodbye.
That was the part where I was like, dude.
Yeah, certified
like,
Dane hater.
Like, okay, like, you're gonna gaslight this woman. You're gonna tell her, go to the scribes. Like, it was like every 5 seconds. Go to the scribes.
No, seriously.
Like, she's here. Like,
she's here.
And she keeps telling you, Mama's gonna put me back in here. Like,
exactly. No matter what you you do.
Like, mother is sending me home.
Exactly.
My home is now here.
Exactly. So don't even do that to me right now. Yeah.
No, it was really annoying. And then you thought, like, maybe he'd drop it after she bonded, like, not one but two dragons.
No, exactly. And not only that, but one of the most powerful, largest, strongest dragons ever that there ever was.
And then she wields lightning, and no, that doesn't matter either.
No, not at all.
Bro, they might as well have given her, like, an automatic gun and was like, okay, like, here's your semi-automatic, like, go to war, like, you actually have bazookas and everything, like,
exactly.
You're in a robot suit, to be honest. And Dane would be like, no, but you've got to send her back to the scribes.
You send her back to the scribes now.
Also, like, you live in a magical, this is to Dane Atos, you live in a magical world where there are literally healers. Get a fucking grip.
Get a grip, bro. If
she breaks a bone...
Mended by her family friend. Thank you. So Dane Atos to you if you're watching right now.
Fuck off. Fuck right off.
Fuck right off.
Like, that literally, so like, funny. I get it. Like, it's a protective thing, but
for sure.
You see, like, there's like a difference between the way, like, Xaden is protected.
Yes.
Right?
Xaden will teach her so that she can fend for herself.
Mm-hmm. And even when he's like, okay, you know what? I was a little overboard. And he'll admit it. He'll be like, like, nothing I can control, especially... No, I'm jumping ahead. We'll get to it later. But, like, yeah, so I really think, like, there's a difference between the act and even, like, when he's like, this is a reckless idea and I'm scared and you're in danger. Like, it's still, like, I respect your autonomy.
100%.
Almost to the point where, like, Rebecca Yarros, I get it.
I hear you.
He respects her.
Strong, independent woman, I get it.
Like, I get it. Like, he doesn't have to say it every time.
I'm sorry. The critiques, we're critiquing them.
I'm sorry. No, you know what, though? Like, I respect it being there. Because, course, like, I also feel like I critique it because I'm like, I'm tired of listening to it. But
sure.
I feel like it's like when you have like fights with your partner, but it's the same fight.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you're like, I need to hear.
And it really is the same fight. It really is the same fight over and over and over again. Don't lie to me and tell me the truth.
I'm made of secrets.
I love that. That's so funny.
But, like, I need to hear the same thing every once in a while. So, like, I understand why she needs to hear it.
Like, the validation, I guess.
Like, I get it. Like, validate her. So, you know what? Actually, I rescind my
okay. Oh, hello.
Oh, hey.
And plus, you, like, and listening to it, I feel like is different. Oh, because, like, you're actually hearing it over and over again. Yeah. Which is, like, I feel like it's a different experience.
Well, I think it's, like, hard when it's the same fight and the same reassurance.
Yeah, 100%.
But actually, and this is a mini spoiler. This is the only mini spoiler I'll give you beyond chapter 10.
Okay.
Is that there's a point in it's Riddick, your bestie. It's Bestie Riddick. Bestie Riddick's, like, making fun of Violet and Xaden because they bicker like an old married couple and it's always the same fight. And he's like, literally, it's like word for word. I just listened as I pulled up, like word for word. He's like, oh, you're too secretive and you lie to me. And he's like, well, I'm secretive and that's why you're attracted to me. So get used to it. No, I was going back and forth making fun of her, and she's like,
so funny.
Like Violet's like,
girl? Yeah, okay. Coming from my throat. Okay.
And she's like, watch out, I'm gonna literally chop your dick off. Like that's the threat she's
I love Riddick. Oh my god, I love him.
Yeah, and he recognizes it. He's like, guys, like, sort your issues out.
Sort it out right now, because I don't want to hear it again.
I will say, like, they are doing better. Because, like, I feel like she's starting to, like, and I think because it's, like, she'd be such a hypocrite. You know,
100%.
The minute she had to keep the secret of the venom away from everybody, like, she had no foot, no single peg leg to stand on.
Exactly.
Like, she's like, you kept secrets to keep me safe as I keep secrets to keep my siblings safe and my, like, my friends safe and stuff like that. Like, I judge you, though. Like,
yeah, 100%.
No, she had no foot to stand on.
No, she did not. I'm obsessed with that.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
How long into Basgiath War College do you think you would survive?
I would survive?
Yeah. Like, you're like, I want to be a writer.
Damn.
Like, how long are you making it?
Hey, I fear I wouldn't make it off the parapet.
Girl, I want to make it up the stairs.
No, that's so real.
Well, the steps, they're like, what, climbing the CN Tower?
No,
like,
absolutely.
How far up are we going?
Exactly. They climb up to the water slide.
Like, I'm getting winded.
Exactly. And especially if it was raining like it was when Violet... I don't think I would make it. No. If it wasn't raining, perhaps I would make it.
I'd butt scooch along.
Exactly.
Just like...
Then perhaps I would make it to the gauntlet. After that, I'm done. I'm fried.
Yeah, because, like, the way that they describe the parapet is like, ooh, scary, it's stone, you're gonna fall off. And I respect that, but then it's like some people are just, like, walking willy-nilly. Like what Jack, like, pranced.
And while literally throwing other people off of it.
It's just like, la-di-di-da.
Exactly.
And so, like, how thin is it?
Exactly.
Like,
no, absolutely.
And I think she does give, like, a measurement, but, like,
it was like 16 inches or something.
I don't know what that is.
I'm sorry.
Like,
maybe.
See, like, I feel like, yeah, it really depends. Like, rain's fucked up, but, like...
It's true.
And I guess there's the wind.
And that's true.
But, like, how is Jack, like, sprinting?
No, and throwing people off at the same time.
Throwing people off. And that's it's also, crazy. Like, you just met this girl. Like, I get it.
Right.
Actually, I don't get it, because, like, her mother didn't do anything to you.
That's what I'm saying. And that is another thing. Everybody was so pissed at her. I'm like, girl, she didn't do anything. Go take that up with General Sorrengal. Thank you.
Yeah, like, it's like... It was so much.
Yeah.
And she's clearly, like, one of the only nicer people.
Absolutely.
Like, she's so, like, frail and weak and, like, hey, guys, like, I just want to be, like, friends and stuff. Like, in the first, she gets a little, like, she hardens.
Of course. As she should.
But, like, she was so nice. Like, she was like, yeah, I'm actually not going to tattletale on you and get you all executed.
Yes, exactly.
Like, I'm actually not going to
Miss Girl was smart, and she played her cards right.
Yeah, and you know what? Like, it really... Now thinking about... Zayden's power. Like, I guess that did work to her, or second power. That did work to her. What, intrinsic?
Yeah, but it was like...
like, only motivation.
Yeah, that's right.
Which, like, what is that? What is
so
that?
I feel like every time in the first book where she was like, man, I'd climb him like a tree, like, he knew that. That's what I take from that.
He's, like, thinking about Violet.
Yeah, like intentions, that's what it is.
Horny bitch?
He can see, he can see people's intentions. I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
So, yeah, every single time that she was thirsting over him, he was like, yeah, okay.
Yeah. And it's, like, really, it's, again, one of those things where, like, I can't imagine how that translates into a show. Because is he, like, just feeling, like, the vibe someone's giving off? Or is he hearing the exact thought?
That's, 100%.
So I'm really curious to see.
How they're gonna do
what was your favorite part about the first book?
Oh my god, girl. First of all,
so much.
Fourth Wing was the first book that I've read since high school.
Yes, you were saying, like, you're getting back into it.
I'm getting back into it. Girl, I could not put that shit down. I don't know what it was about it. I don't know if it was just, like, the flow was so good. Had me hooked, like, the entire time. Like, I think maybe it was just something happening all the time that I'm like, hey, I can't put the shit down.
And it's a big book.
It's big.
So, like, props.
Exactly. So I was very proud of myself. I don't know. I think just reading as an adult is a lot harder than reading as a teen.
I recommend audiobooks.
100%.
I wish Audible sponsored it.
So when my coworker was like, girl, you need to get on this. I'm like, she's a 26-year-old woman. She likes Fourth Wing. I'm like, okay, I need to get on this. And I don't know. I can't even tell you. I just think it's like... Yeah, it's like how you said it's like back in like Divergent Maze Runner era. Yeah. I was so deep in that shit that I feel like it's almost like my adult version of that. So it's very easy to get obsessed with that.
It was so good, like in that way. Like it really just like called upon, like it really woke something inside. Because I really feel like when people... It makes me feel old, but when I see TikToks of being like, I wish I was a teenager in like the 2010s, I'm like, yeah, you do.
You do, actually. 100%.
Like, everything was for you. Like, exactly. I think, like, that's when they learned, like, teenage girls was a market. Like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, everything was for you. Like, it really was. Like, they were feeding you, like, the movies you wanted with the cast that you wanted. They had, like, the bands you wanted. Like, Tumblr was a thing. Like, you were, like... You felt like you were part of a subculture that was actually the culture. Like, it was so good.
No, 100%.
J14 magazine, like...
Oh, I know.
Everything was a thing. Like, it was really all for you. And I understand, like, there's always been teen content, and there will always be teen content, but there was something so specific about it.
It was so different. And that's why when I was making this podcast, I'm like, 2013.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to talk about. Because, bitch, that era was so good.
It was. And it was, like, literally, like, I really feel like Twilight changed it all.
No, absolutely.
Like, Twilight was like, oh, yeah, like, we can take teen girls seriously because they're a market.
They really are.
And, like, it really felt like I had the feelings of, like, when I was reading those books where it was, like, Hunger Games especially and, like, Divergent. Like, actually, the entire Basgaiath War College gave me, like... how I imagine like the Hunger Games kids who are trained to be in the Hunger Games are.
That's so real.
And I was thinking, I was like, what is life outside of anybody who's in like the Rider program? Like what do the people of Navarre do?
That's right. I would love like just like a little sub chapter of like just from some random person's perspective on what a day in the life looks like.
Yeah, because like in most books, like you kind of get it. Like you get that little like what life was like before. You kind of get like tastes of like you go to like a village and like you visit like what like. Sorry, I hate J.K. Rowling. Disclaimer, but like you know like Hogsmeade and like Hogwarts, like stuff like that, where you get like the slice of life.
Yeah, for sure.
Content, and I just don't feel you really get anything that contextualizes what life is like when you're not in this, because like. Beyond the fact that you don't go really beyond Basgaiath until you're in active war situations. Yeah. The main character is from a war family.
Exactly.
Right?
She lived involved in Basgaiath.
And it makes it seem like all you can do is infantry, rider, or scribe. Like, Those are the three options. That's all the citizens do.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that's why maybe it feels like Divergent, where it's like you have 4 choices.
You have 4 choices, and there's nothing outside of that.
Yeah.
Exactly. No, 100%.
There's nothing.
Girl,
you can't do anything in Navarre but fight and read. That's it.
That's it. Girl, what is your favorite part about Fourth Wing?
That's such a great question.
I know.
Because I really do feel, and this isn't like specifically a scene, but I love the energy between Violet and her dragons. Yes. And like I love that rapport that they all have.
I totally agree.
Especially like as you see Andarna grow and stuff. But I really love the relationship that those 3 have. And I do think that's been like my favorite part. And again, how are they going to make that work in the show? Are you just going to like hear Taryn like a narrator almost?
Right?
Like, I'm curious like how they're going to make that work in the show. And are they responding always in their head, or are they verbalizing their thoughts? Because is it like, am I talking to like as I would talk to a cat? Like I'm not thinking to cat.
Yeah, you're not thinking to cat, you're just like speaking to cat.
Yeah, I'm speaking to cat. So is it like you're talking like to a pet? Like, but like you're delusional and you
Yes, that is such a good point. How they're gonna do that, that's gonna be very interesting.
Yeah, so I'm excited to see again. Like I'm excited to see like a lot of like what choices are going to be made, because I do think like this show could easily be very cringy.
It could be, and I'm very scared for that.
Yeah, but I think if you give it like a Game of Thrones budget, which the market's there.
The market is there. And I feel like Rebecca Yarros has enough money herself to be fun to fund the show.
Like I really think the market is there based off like the visceral response the internet has had to this. Like it's so like
it's crazy.
They're crushed by it. They're experiencing all the emotions. So I do think like the market is there, so the budget should be there.
I think so.
And I really hope they cast unknowns. That's my biggest piece.
I know.
Cast your unknowns. I actually just saw like I don't know how into the Hunger Games you are, but they just announced the Haymitch movie casting, and it's like all basic. There's some knowns, but there's a lot of unknowns. Like at least the main 2 are relatively unknown.
Okay, period.
Sorry if you guys are like big famous, but like I don't know you.
I don't know you,
so you're unknown to me.
To me, which means that you're not.
You're not known. If I don't know you, if this podcast does not know you,
then sorry, then you're not.
We are the demers of known and unknown.
Exactly. So you're actually like D-list if we don't know you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're like actually you're not on the list.
You're not on the list at all. You didn't make it. Sorry. You didn't make it.
But like the 2 main leads like are relatively unknown. So I was like happy to see that, because I feel like in Hollywood
we need more of that.
We've gotten to like the same people are getting cast, and it gets distracting.
I was just gonna say, if I see Timothée Chalamet in one more movie.
I'm talking to you right now, Chris Nolan. I love you. I think your movies are great. It really does get distracting when it's a cameo fest. Like
absolutely.
I'm not going to sit here and talk shit about Oppenheimer. It was an awesome film. I really loved it. It was well done, well acted, everything. Cameo central.
Absolutely.
Is that Jock's Peck? Like it was like literally like every 5 seconds I was like, who that?
Oh
my god, like what are you doing here? Like
the IMDb list was crazy.
It really felt like it was like a high school reunion. Like,
yeah, totally.
It was giving like, oh my god, I haven't seen you in like 5 years. Like what are you doing here? Well, so like that was like, I feel like that's where we're at. Like it's like Marvel movies. Like I recognized everybody. Like I'm over it. I don't want to recognize anybody anymore.
Exactly, because it's just gonna help so much to immerse ourselves in the world of Navarre.
I want to get to the point where it's like I have to IMDb you because I can't easily name you. I miss those days where you're like watching a movie and you're like, I need an itch for my phone.
Yeah,
what have
exactly. Who is that? What have I seen you in? Exactly. I know. I love that feeling.
Now I've seen you in too much.
Timothée Chalamet, just take a break.
Timothée Chalamet, like you could retire.
And low-key Pedro Pascal, take a break.
Sorry, honey. Retire for a little.
So, just for a little bit, and then come back.
Like, but he's like what? I think he's in the next Chris Nolan movie. Maybe. Am I crazy?
Probably.
I might be crazy.
What is it? Materialist? I don't know.
I know that's coming out.
Yeah, I don't know whose movie that is.
Oh no, maybe it's the next A24.
Oh,
guys, I'm sorry. I really am like a walking IMDb page mostly, but
no, absolutely. But we love you for that.
Pedro Pascal like is in so much. Like I can't keep up with all the projects he's getting in.
Right? I know.
It really is like. And you know what? I feel like it used to be like 1 or 2 people would have that kind of like Jennifer Lawrence. Where weren't you?
Exactly.
In the Hunger Games era. But like now I feel like everybody's like in like everyone's everywhere, but it's the same like 20. Yeah. Like Florence Pugh, she's everywhere. Pedro Pascal, you're everywhere.
Timothée Chalamet, you're everywhere.
So like I'm gonna need a new face.
New face, exactly. I'm
gonna need new blood.
New blood that we can make edits of on the internet.
But at the same time, I'm like, I want Dylan O'Brien and everything.
That's true. I love Dylan O'Brien.
He's got a movie coming out soon. I think it's like already been screening. It's called Twins. And
Twins.
I don't know if he plays twins.
Right.
But I wouldn't be surprised because also, not to deviate again, there's so much twin content right now.
There is, yeah.
What was it? The monkey? Theo James's twin.
Oh, yes.
Mickey 17? Robert Pattinson is twin.
Yes. You're right.
Sinners? Michael B. Jordan. And Michael A. Jordan.
You're right.
Everybody go watch Sinners. I really love that movie.
Okay, for
you go watch Sinners if you haven't.
I haven't seen anything also.
I feel like it would have been a topic if you had watched it because it was so good.
Damn.
So good. Anyways, watch Sinners and we'll do another episode together.
Yeah, and then you'll come back.
Then I'll come back and we'll have the Sinners pod.
That is so funny.
But yeah, it's so much twin content.
It's true, I didn't even realize.
So maybe Dylan O'Brien is a twin in the Twin movie, but it's literally called Twins. So that's all I've got for you. But anyways, I really need unknowns for this.
Absolutely, and I have to go back. Part of Iron Flame, where we find out that Andarna waited 700 years to bond to Violet.
Oh my god, she waited. She's like, I waited for you.
Bitch, I can't.
Wait for you. And that's where we get the Twilight Edward Bella, where it's like, I've waited 100 years for you. But it's like a little sister who's just like, I waited for you.
Oh my god.
She's so cute.
She's so cute.
And this is where I really want it to be like an animated series because I need like a toothless style Andarna.
Yes.
Like I need her to look like 2D.
Exactly, because that's how she looks in my head every time I picture her.
Yeah, because it's like hyper realistic. All the other ones, all the other dragons are hyper realistic to me. Anytime I'm thinking about Andarna,
it's she's this big. She's animated.
That's how they pick her up so easy.
Exactly. And she has a cute little voice in my head.
Yeah,
that's what that is.
And I'm happy that she's like doing her own thing,
right? Growing into her own.
Yeah, she's growing into her own. Now she's the 7th.
Yeah, she's the 7th type of dragon.
It's because I listened to these all back to back. There's literally I didn't even physically pick up a different book. Like I'm like, no, absolutely, this is all one book.
Exactly. Even I read them, but I had to go to the end of Iron Flame just to make sure that I was
a pre-chapter 10 review.
Exactly.
But I'm happy that she can change. But I really liked it when she was like a little gold dragon.
No, absolutely.
I mourn
as soon as she woke up from her dreamless sleep and she was black. Now I'm like, no,
ew, boring. Give her some color.
Go back.
But at least now she can change colors.
Exactly. So she's special.
So I really want her to be and I'm gold now. But
exactly.
Then I imagine her like Randall from Monsters Inc.
Oh my god, yes.
He's like,
girl. Oh my god, I'm getting all these new visualizations.
I can't wait till you read Beyond Chapter 10 today, and you're like,
oh my god, I'm so excited.
Randall.
No, I'm literally gonna pick it up tonight because listen, Iron Flame was huge.
It was huge.
There were so many words.
These audiobooks are literally 20 plus hours.
That's crazy.
I'm putting in work.
Because it took me weeks to get through Iron Flame just because it was such a massive, Fourth Wing was a little bit shorter. There was so many words in Iron Flame, so I had a hard time getting through it.
And it gets more political.
It does, which for me, politics are hard to follow along with.
Yeah, because it literally is. It's the Hunger Games of it all. You have the standard, we're going through Basgiath War College. We're going through the Hunger Games. Then, you got the girl on fire.
Yeah.
The girl on lightning, whatever you want. And she's like, I gotta break the system. And now you're stuck in a little bit of the catching fire moment where you're not catching fire. I think this really skips to the last one actually, where it's you're getting into dismantling the political systems.
Absolutely.
But it gets even more heavier on the politics, at least in the newest Onyx Storm book, because they're literally negotiating.
Literally. And there are meetings and she's being charged for treason. And
you're like, ew.
Exactly.
Get me away from the politics.
I know. And they're negotiating a freaking, what's the word?
The fact-finding mission. Oh, the treaty. The treaty between. And now they're figuring out a fact-finding mission. And I'm like, I feel
the alliance.
You guys never really needed this much time to think.
I know.
And also, General Atos, how did this man get a promotion?
I don't even know.
You did
girl, you got a little thing on your eyebrow. There you go, girl. I would hate for you to watch this back and be like, oh my god,
I have a little thing. I'm not zooming in on myself.
But yes, how did he get that?
How did he get a promotion? Because he fully got fired.
Or
and then, not fired, but he got
then comes back and gets Violet's mom's position.
And she was the one who was get rid of this ass.
Exactly.
How do you not respect the dead?
Exactly.
You besmirch her grave. She gave her life for Navarre.
I was just gonna say, bitch sacrificed herself, which
her
was
life
crazy.
For Navarre, not enough to at least guarantee that somebody good gets promoted.
Exactly.
And everybody, my favorite part was, and I don't know if this is beyond chapter 10, but someone's like, he got promoted? like one of like the teachers. Like,
yeah, who was at the Samara outpost? He was like, they gave it to Ados.
They gave it to
They're like, what do you mean by that?
Yeah, and it's like your like coworker who doesn't do anything, and they're like, do you have a raise?
Yeah, and I loved it when Ados like sent them out as like a punishment, and they get there, and the professor's like, girl, I don't have time to punish cadets.
Yeah, like
go make yourself like, go get some rest and then make yourself useful. I'm like, period.
No, and this is my conspiracy.
Okay.
Ados is working with the Venom.
You know what? Yeah.
I don't know if it's a conspiracy.
You know what?
Like, yeah, bitch, it's obvious. But
I was gonna ask if you had any like predictions. Yeah, I can 100% see
it's that. Like the way, and especially like after you read like what happens during their like punishment, you're gonna be like, this is all just adding up a little too much.
Yeah,
because how does he know so much?
Exactly.
Where's he getting all this intel? And he even speaks. Okay, so this is what back to visualizing things. But when I think of the Venom, I think of like literally like D&D monsters. Like,
no, absolutely.
I'm thinking like multiple tentacles. Yes! Like I don't know why no one said like anything about tentacles, but they're like alien bodies to me, and I'm like, totally. So that's that. But like for Ados, and he also talks like the Venom in the audiobook.
Yeah,
so okay. They talk like this.
Well, girl, come on now.
Yeah, they have like venom in their voice. Like it really feels like they're
that's
like
crazy.
Actually, this sounded more like Lord of the Rings guy.
That is so Gollum.
God, this is more Gollum.
That is so funny.
I can't, but I'm not an audiobook narrator, so that's why you don't pay me to do that.
You know what? That's right. A girl who knows her strengths.
It literally like feels like they're spitting at you.
That is crazy. And so, like Colonel Ados talks like that, and then
he feels like he talks like the Venom a little. Like he's got so much like bitch ass in his voice. Girl, like there's bitch assery in his voice. Like,
then the bitch assery is telling me
the bitch
that you're correct.
Yeah, like he talks like he has got like he's smoked 7 cigarettes. Like. And he's got to like cough.
That's so funny.
Yeah, so like I feel like he's a Venom.
Yeah, that makes perfect. You know what? That makes perfect sense.
But I also feel like, speaking of Venom, we've got to address.
Hey, I don't want to. Hey, so I actually don't want to. That was crazy. The last page of Iron Flame where he's like, you should be scared of me. I was like, ah. And like I was so mad because I got spoiled on TikTok before I got to Iron Flame that he turned into a Venom, but I had no idea how. So that surprised me, the way that he like willingly
he's like
turned to save her.
Like a gun to your head.
Exactly, right? So that was very surprising to me. So I was like, okay, there it is.
Yeah, and this is again thinking about things that I loved as a teenager. Like I read this series. It's popular, but I wouldn't say like hugely like breaching the culture like the way Divergent would. Called Vampire Academy.
Okay, yeah.
I loved Vampire Academy. Have you read Vampire Academy?
No, I have not.
Okay, so see, like, this gave me, like, there's a point in Vampire Academy, it's about vampires. And they go to an academy, actually, for real.
No way.
For real, that's what it's about.
Oh, okay.
But they have, like, 3 different, like, classes of vampire, almost. Right. And there's, so these, like, half vampire, half humans. And you're, like, the protectors of the real vampires. Okay. And the real vampires also, like, have powers.
Ooh.
And so, like, again, like, the similarities I pull between the 2 books, like, I do it all the time. But there's the third vampire, which are Strigoi, which are, like, the nasty vampires.
Ooh.
Like, they're the ones that you picture, like, blood-sucking vampires. Right. And again, it's when you, like, take too much. Like, this idea of, like, taking too much power and stuff like that.
I'm following.
And so you can become a Strigoi. And the main love interest gets turned into a Strigoi at some point in the novel.
Okay.
Or, like, at some point in the series. And, like, it becomes about, like, turning him back from a Strigoi.
Right.
So when I hear Xaden Venom, I'm like...
No, that makes perfect sense.
Dimitri and Strigoi arc, like, this is where you're at. But
exactly.
I thought it was, like, flipping a switch. Like, I thought you would just be gross.
That's what I thought, too.
But he's just kind of like, yeah, I'm Venom.
He's just kind of, hey...
I'm Venom, we can't have sex.
Can't have sex, sorry, can't touch you, because I'm a Venom, sorry.
Because I'm a Venom.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I'm a Venom now. I have red eyes. Sometimes.
And don't the red eyes, like, kind of go away?
They kind of go away. So it's like when vampires feed.
Exactly. So,
so I'm just kind of like, how did the Venom, like, you know, like...
How did the Venom?
And I get, like, the main characters really don't know much either, because they're kind of discovering it.
Exactly.
And again, there's a reveal in the next chapter about the Venom, too. And so I have a conspiracy theory about that, but I can't give it to you.
Okay, oh my god.
I actually have, like, this is, like, my bigger conspiracy theory. I know.
I should have read more.
It's okay, but you can't know. But just they speak in the novel, and I don't know, they've, I think, already talked about it, about the idea that there has been in the past, like, a lightning and shadow wielder.
Yes. Okay.
I have a grave conspiracy that I feel like the lightning wielder might have been related to Violet.
Okay.
And I think she's Venom.
Oh.
That's my conspiracy.
Okay. I'm going to read tonight, and then I'm going to
like, I feel like something venomous happens. Like, and again, I don't know. I listen to these audiobooks, so excuse me if I'm, like, misinterpreting things, because I also, like, in the first book, when you, like, listen to things, it's really hard to distinguish characters.
Oh, absolutely.
So I'm like, Bodhi and Riddick are the same guy in my mind for, like, a good chunk. Just the way that I thought you had one cat. Like, I was like, are they different?
Exactly.
And they don't have the same personality, but, like, in my mind, I was like, that's the same guy. Like,
no, that's totally fair. Especially because didn't you start with just the one girl doing it?
Yeah,
so that'd be very hard.
And
that'd be very hard.
All the male voices are relatively the same. Like,
exactly.
Some different intonations. Right. So, like, the main characters all kind of sound the same. But, yeah, so, like, that's, like, I have a conspiracy theory that, like, Venom, like, are related to her down the line or something. Especially because we know in, like, the last chapter of Iron Flame that there was a silvered hair Venom.
Right. Oh. Wow. Well, I did see a TikTok, a conspiracy theory that her mom was Venom.
I saw a TikTok that they made Liam Venom, like a conspiracy.
I actually can't handle
don't
that.
Don't do that to my baby boy.
Exactly. I actually can't handle that.
I actually need to talk about Liam's death. Because I was in the car.
Yeah.
I'm reenacting right now, so if you can't hear me very well, this is my reenactment. I'm in the car. He's dying. I'm like, Liam! Liam, no! I mean, someone drive it. Like,
no, absolutely.
Like, crying, bawling my eyes out. Because I felt like, I feel like I even texted you maybe about Liam. I'm not so sure.
I think you might have, yeah.
Because I was like, Liam's so cute. I remember.
He's so sweet.
I was like, why isn't Liam up for a love interest?
Exactly, because he's just carving his little wooden freaking dragon. Stop it.
He's whittling away.
Exactly.
And I was like, he's gonna die. Like, I know it in my heart because he's too sweet.
He's too sweet. He's too cute. And like, there was the one part where Sigil and Taryn were like mating, like getting it on for the first time, and Violet didn't know how to shield it out yet, and she opens the door, and I could just imagine Liam being like, "Oh, hey, girl," and she's like,
she's like screaming. You're like, get out of my way.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, like, Liam's so sweet, and I was just like, I was so upset.
Yeah.
And, like, I understand why his sister was like, fuck you, Violet.
No, absolutely, because he was the sweetest.
Like,
I would have been the same. Wrong. Exactly.
It was really heartbreaking, and I think, like, his last words being, like, it was an honor.
It was my honor? I'm sorry?
I need comfort.
The comfort animal, the therapy animal is here.
I'm so happy she's next to me.
No, seriously.
Wait, is this Annie?
That is Annie, yes.
Yeah, I feel like I've associated Annie with this perch.
Yeah, no, it's true though. That's where she said.
Annie's perch.
Yeah, exactly.
I needed Annie's help.
Oh,
no, like Liam, like, and then he's like a hallucination at some point.
Dude, yeah, in Iron Flame during the interrogations, yeah.
And like every time like he speaks, I'm like, Liam,
I know, he was so cute.
Like, I'm like, God's why.
Exactly. No, literally dropping down to my knees, screaming to the
no, Malik, don't take him.
Exactly. Like, no, absolutely. So I can just go and stop it.
Rebecca Yaros, I'll never forgive you for it. I know why you had to do it, because it's like there's stakes, right?
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
The main characters can die. I get it, but I will never forgive you for it.
Absolutely never.
Yeah, because like I shed a tear for her mom. I was like, it's a little sad.
Like, right? Okay, I get it. Like, that's really nice of her. Yeah. But like, no, but Liam, goodbye. Heartbroken. Absolutely.
I'm not ready for when it's visualized on a screen.
No, absolutely. And like everybody that I've recruited, I got that text like within like a week of each other. Like, exactly. I'm like, yeah. Okay, so you're there. Okay.
You're there. You've gotten to Liam. Yeah, we're all heartbroken.
We are. Welcome to the club. Yeah.
Liam's #1 fans.
Unfortunately.
But I'm really curious to see what they're going to do with his sister, because I feel like right now her trait is like, I hate Violet. Okay, get over it, right?
Get over it.
Sorry, even though I was like, I'm with you, like, get over it. Yeah. Like, we need something new. Yeah. So I'm curious to what they're going to do with her, because
with
now
Sloane,
she's
right?
Yeah, with Sloane. Like, I'm curious where her character is going to grow, because she seems to kind of just like exist in the shadows almost now.
Absolutely. And like she had a bit of a moment in Iron Flame where like she saved Violet with like when her signet manifested. So she did have her moment there, but I'm very excited to see where they're gonna
like her and like Kat and Dane. I'm curious to see where those three are gonna go. Like those are like the points of interest for me, because I feel like Rhiannon, we get where she's at.
We get
like,
that,
she's gonna
absolutely.
climb, she's a boss bitch, love her.
Of course, love Rhiannon.
Don't like to use the word boss bitch, but apparently I do now. That's Rhiannon.
That's for Rhiannon, yeah.
For Rhiannon,
exactly.
General bitch.
Yeah.
Like, but like general like
general bitch.
General bitch. Like that's her, not like a general bitch.
Exactly.
I need to contextualize it.
Exactly. Girl, I have to say, that trick with the fingers, thank you. Girl, I was gooped and gagged. I was gooped and I was gagged.
Cat knows how to throw it.
Exactly.
Bro, like I picture her like she's perpetually got like a cat eye. Like,
yes!
Like she's got like wings that could kill, and you're
no,
like,
100%.
She's a
because she's a bitch.
So Rhiannon, general bitch, cat, general bitch.
Exactly. I love that we were making that like
like the distinction
difference.
like goes over the two like
100%.
points of the spectrum you're at.
Yes,
like,
absolutely.
But like no, she's a bitch, but like I love her.
Yeah, right.
Because like it's like Rebecca Yarros was like, I need like the cuntiest bitch
absolutely
I could find.
And like when I imagine her, I'm like, that is the cuntiest bitch I've ever seen.
Yeah. Like she's a bitch, but like I love her for it because she's always been a bitch. Like I feel like characters who are like straight out bitch, like I kind of respect them for it.
No,
unless
absolutely.
You're talking about Jack Barlow, then
we're not gonna even,
because I was so excited when he died, and then they're like,
and then
oh Jack Barlow's here again.
I know, I was like, you're joking. I'm like, okay.
And see, this is when again I think that General Atos is evil and a venom, because it's like I feel like, why would you bring Jack back?
Why?
And then he becomes Venom.
Exactly. Girl, there was a whole plan there in place.
Right, because I feel like he speaks to this idea that like Venom, or like everybody does. Like she writes like Venom channel too much, and like that's how you become Venom. But like I just don't feel like Jack would have done that. Like from the like you know I think there was a reason. I know he's a bitch, general bitch again. But like I know he's an asshole. Like, and I know he like channels like more than he needs to, and it makes sense for the character because he's like, the thing that never made sense was him saving Violet, but like and so like when he like turns out Venom, I'm like, okay, there's the Jack we know,
right? Absolutely.
But like I do feel like there was something that pushed him.
No, absolutely.
And I think
like there was like
an Atos shaped
he was probably given like this choice, and he's like, fuck yeah.
Like I think it was Atos, and what was that guy who like interrogated her?
Oh, Varish. Is that how you say it?
Varish.
Girl, yeah.
Vanish,
Varish, thank you.
I mean, Varish, Venom. It writes itself.
No, it absolutely does. It really does.
Yeah, so like I think there's like a Venom shaped conspiracy going 100%. On because like what's happening.
And why does General Atos know so much?
Yeah, that's like why does he know so much? Why is everyone just associated with him evil? Because like the command to save Jack came from somebody.
No, absolutely. And the fact that they put Nolan on that and like tired that poor man out to mend his body from bits and pieces. Why?
And then like Nolan rats Violet out.
That was crazy. That was
a betrayal.
That was a stab in the motherfucking back. If I've ever seen one.
You know what? Like I didn't know whether or not they would bring Jack Barlow back, but I didn't anticipate that was like they were related items.
Exactly.
Because like you crush a man with a mountain, you think.
You would think that's it.
You would think no body, no crime doesn't apply to that. Like
exactly.
But no, like we can just like again. Why is Dane worried about Violet? You could just mend his ass. Like if you can mend this mountain crushed man,
then I think that anything is possible at this point.
Anything is possible.
Absolutely.
It's Jack Barlow.
And exactly.
What a prick.
And with that, I think that's a great place to wrap it up. I have one more question for you.
Yes.
Who is your favorite character at this point in time?
At this point in time, that's a great question because I really want to say Andarna. Yeah. Because I love her sassiness right now.
She's so good.
But she's like sassy, but in a way that like she's just like, yeah, like let's kill him.
Right?
Let's kill him, girl.
Like, exactly.
Who's your favorite character?
Riddick is my favorite character. Obviously. Riddick is my favorite character. I think he's just like the perfect comic relief. I love a funny man.
No, because like when he's like, yeah, Sawyer, I'm going to help you learn sign language, but I'm only going to teach you like dirty words.
Exactly.
And you're gonna be like, let's hang out, but it's like let's fuck, and you're like, whoa.
I can get behind that.
He's like just like a little chaotic neutral boy.
He is, and I love him for that.
I love a funny moment. Yeah, and that's what I feel about like Andarna. Like she's just like such like a good.
Yes.
She pops in and she's like,
she does, and
I'll kill him, but like not in a way that like Taryn.
Exactly, it's
like
different.
Like she just wants to like do it for fun.
Anything that she says, I'm like, yes, girl. I see you.
You're so cute. I love you. You're so cute. You're 2D4.
Exactly, you 2D animated little
If she's not this small in the show, I don't want it.
I know, I don't want it.
I don't want it.
Exactly.
She used to be like,
Exactly. Girl, is there anything else that you would like to say about the Fourth Wing franchise?
I really hope Rebecca Yarros gets like a fit of inspiration and writes the next book soon. I know she said like she's not putting pressure on herself. Which and I love it. Take care of your mental health.
Exactly. Absolutely.
You know, we'll run the pyramid scheme on the front
we will. In the meantime, that's what we'll do.
In the meantime, we're in charge.
Of course.
General bitches. But like, write it faster.
Exactly.
No pressure.
No pressure. But we'll be here.
I'll be waiting.
Yeah, we'll be waiting.
Because we need a sequel to this episode.
We absolutely do.
Which maybe will come after like we've both finished our story.
Yes, I absolutely agree. And we could do a full...
Oh my god, we need to like tier list the characters.
We do!
I think we need to tier list the characters.
I completely agree. Okay, girl, where can the people find you?
Really nowhere. I'm not really on the internet like that.
Exactly.
Find me here next time.
Exactly. Okay, so so you're gonna find her here.
And you're gonna find her here.
Yeah, and that's that.
That's that. Maybe I'll do something in the future and you can find me somewhere there.
Yes, and then I'll be able to...
maybe I'll pop up on TikTok sometimes, but like that'll be that. I don't really have a public social media.
And that's okay.
Yeah, it was really funny. I was thinking about my digital footprint, like coming out of this episode. I was like, I better not swear or anything.
Hey, but it's fine.
It's fine. General bitch.
General bitch. Exactly. General bitch. Okay, well, thank you so much for being
here. So much fun. I love being here.
Exactly. So she's going to be back.
I'm going to be back.
And that's it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.